hearing SCR 16. Leslie, can you get the summary of this measure, please?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Senate Concurrent Resolution 16 honors the life and memory of Dr. Ralph Franklin Helzerman Jr., who lived from 1942 to 2024. No fiscal impact and no revenue impact. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Senator Sollman.
Thank you, Chair Jama, Vice Chair Bonham, members of the committee. For the record, I'm Janine Sollman. I represent Senate District 15, which includes areas of Forest Grove, Cornelius, Hillsborough, and the Rock Creek area of Western Washington County. I'm truly honored to be in front of you today to talk about just these two absolute amazing human beings. But this particular one, I come before you today in support of Senate Concurrent Resolution 16, honoring the life and memory of Dr. Ralph Franklin Helzerman Jr. I could start with the fact that Ralph was born in Pendleton, Oregon in 1942, that he received the National Defense Service Medal while serving as a general medical officer in the Air Force during the Vietnam War, that after completing his residency in ophthalmology at OHSU's Casey Eye Institute, he co-founded the Hillsborough Eye Clinic and practiced for 37 years until his retirement in 2010. But the facts of his life don't even begin to describe the soul and spirit of this kind and gentle man. Ralph had a deep sense of family, which you are going to hear from. And any group that he got involved with became family to him. Groups like the Oregon Chorale, where he sang for more than 30 years and served on the advisory board. Ralph and his wife, Marilyn, supported organizations like the Hillsborough Schools Foundation, Hillsborough Medical Center Foundation, Parks and Recreation, Hillsborough Parks and Recreation, the Hillsborough Hops Foundation, and the Hillsborough Community Foundation, where he served on the board. They were instrumental in helping fund the Walters Cultural Arts Center, Jackson Bottom Wetlands, Noble Woods, and recently the all-inclusive playground at the Hidden Creek Park West. In 2016, Ralph and Marilyn were honored by the Hillsborough Chamber of Commerce with the Philanthropic Leadership Award. But of course, his immediate family was the most important to him. Ralph was a girl dad before there was even a term for it. He spent countless hours involved in the activities of his 4 daughters. When they married, he welcomes their husband as his sons. He loved each grandchild and immersed himself in their hobbies and their interests. Ralph Helzerman was a pillar of our community, and not just because of his height. When I attended his celebration of life, the room was filled with person after person, story after story of Mr. Helzerman's positive ripple effect in our community. My desk calendar message today read, being around inspired, visionary, enthusiastic people who are living their truths is one of the fastest ways to massively transform your life. Ralph was just one of those people. Colleagues, please join me in supporting SCR 16 to honor the life of my friend, Mr. Ralph Helzerman.
Thank you, Senator. I'm going to call the family member now, Megan Hasserman, daughter of Franklin.
Thank you. I'm going to do my best to keep it together here. Chair Jama, Vice Chair Bonham, and members of the Senate Committee on Rules, thank you for the opportunity to present testimony in favor of SCR 15, honoring the life and memory of my father, Ralph Franklin Helzerman Jr. My name is Megan Helzerman. I'm the third of his 4 daughters, and I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to bring some of the items submitted in the resolution to life off of the page. The information contained in the resolution and accompanying testimonies provide you with a list of his amazing accomplishments during his military service and career in ophthalmology, as well as his contributions across community education, cultural arts, medicine, music, and sports organizations. And my mom, sisters, our spouses, and children could talk for days about all the ways he provided for and set an example for our family. But I wanted to take a minute to just provide a more personal look at his impact in the community of Hillsborough that he loved. While society today tends to reward more outspoken, opinionated, and visible leaders with our attention, That's not my dad's style. He was more effective in a less visible, understated role. He was a reserved, thoughtful contributor, carefully considering his thoughts and implications before stating his position or opinion. As a result, when my dad spoke up, people listened because they knew he had something important to say and it was worth hearing. He engaged more in a behind-the-scenes role on boards and committees, quietly providing his time or financial contributions to the community priorities that he believed in most. His dedication to service was demonstrated with his involvement in these groups continuing throughout the 3 years that he fought a rare spinal cord cancer. He even continued to participate virtually in board meetings from his adult foster home while on hospice. These more formal contributions don't even touch the countless ways that he built community on a more personal level. He always had time to learn about people in his community. He encouraged family, friends, employees, colleagues, patients, friends, or caregivers with support and thoughtful advice about anything ranging from education, careers, travel, finances, fly fishing, reading, music, and more. My family heard and continue to hear this extensively from people around Hillsborough. They miss him. This year, for the first time, the Hillsborough Hops Fund, his beloved community baseball team, is awarding a scholarship named the Ralph Helzerman Community Champion Award that recognizes a high school student that demonstrates leadership and enthusiasm in community service and stewardship. I can think of no better way to describe my dad than a community champion. While my dad's loyalty remained true to his Michigan upbringing for his football teams, with his beloved Michigan Wolverines and Detroit Lions, in every other way, he was a proud Oregonian and made lasting contributions to the community of Hillsborough. I want to thank Senator Sollman for her leadership and thoughtfulness in putting forth this resolution. My family is very honored, and my dad would have been beyond flattered. He probably would have pulled one of us aside and quietly reflected, "Can you believe they think that highly of me?" I wish you had the chance to meet him, and I thank you for your consideration.
Thank you so much. Questions? Seeing,
No, Chair Jama, I'll just,
go ahead.
thank you. You honor your dad. This is so cool.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you. Any additional comments? I'm going to go ahead now and close the public hearing for SCR 16 and open a work session for SCR 16. Is there a motion?
Excuse me. Chair Jama, I move SCR 16 with great enthusiasm to the floor with a be adopted recommendation.
Vice Chair Bonner moves SCR 16 to be moved to the floor with due best recommendation. Is there a discussion? Well, thank you, the family. Thank you, Senator Sollman, for bringing this forward, this resolution. I think Mr. Frankel lived life, and I'm grateful that you're presenting this resolution to us today. So thank you so much. With that said, roll call, please.
Senator Golden?
Aye.
Senator Manning?
Vote aye.
Senator Thatcher?
Aye.
Vice Chair Bauman?
Aye.
Chair Jama?
Chair Chama votes aye. Motion passes, and Senator Sollman will be the carrier.